Here we are at the bottling plant, Saratoga Springs, New York. We got a rumbly Z71 off-road. Rumble, rumble. F350. And the Saratoga Automobile Museum. It's the Right Coast Rods Special. Historic roadsters and coupes from the fabulous 50s. We're going to take a look inside the museum on this beautiful snowy day. We don't need no more stinking snow. Welcome to the Saratoga Auto Museum. Keep your boots on. Leave that snow outside. The Right Coast Rods. Historic roadsters and coupes from the fabulous 50s.
Actually, that's not lit up. You may get a better picture if I go light it up for you.
Crank that baby up.
That'll take me a minute. It's upstairs.
Saratoga Automobile Museum. Looking so fine at 29. Security camera. Smile. Last of Detroit. East of Detroit. Look in-depth look back in time at New York State's automobile industry. Let's wait for that baby to light up. (1932) Ford. High boy. Body on frame, just like old Henry designed her. Waiting. Nice for the gentleman to go upstairs. Where's that light switch? Ding! Whoa! It's worth the wait. Hot rods of all sorts. Back then you joined an automobile club, whether it was the Rodders or Hot Rodders Association, the Bandits, Lead Sleds. These are all old hot rods built in the 50s. And I'll walk around a bit and I'll give you a quick story of their history. Even has a beautiful gift shop. Canadian window. So, that was nice of you to light up the sign. Thank you.
Out of the way switch, and it gets missed sometimes.
Yeah, well, it's just about time to put the lights on. Dusk is here.
Darker and darker.
Flathead with 3 Strombergs. Patterson, 1908, 1912. Well, here we are. Here's our first barn find. Built in the late 50s. Parked in the back of a garage for 50 years, hidden behind a whole bunch of cardboard boxes, leave me alone, and ain't for sale. The old man died, Bill Schultz of Norton, Massachusetts. He started building this 33 Ford Roadster in 1950. Channeled the body, the full depth of the frame, dropped the body over the frame. A low profile look, so popular back in the 50s. Bill died in 2009. Car hasn't run since 1962. Genuine. '32 Ford grill shell. Y-block Ford from 1958 Ford 312 Y-block. Updated from a flathead to a Y-block. I can't tell you too much about these things. There's his initials. Bill Schultz. Split the control arm that used to run underneath the transmission, bolted it to the frame. All kinds of tricks. Don't know too much about them. Anti-Casa 32 Ford Coupe. This coupe has seen many iterations. It used to be the vehicle pictured right here. It also used to be this one with the Cyclops headlight. Beehive oil filter, twin coils. Very well known. The Jersey Gem. Featured in January '64 popular hot rodding. The Road Rods. Flathead power. Now it's got a flathead with fancy intake and 4 Stromberg 97s. Casa Coupe. This is Fred Steele 32 Ford Roadster. What a story. This car started its life in 1952 with a $25 body. Remained a highboy till it was channeled over the frame. 4 more Strombergs. Low slung. Norm Wallace 32 Ford Roadster. In the mid-50s, Norm Wallace's chopped and channeled 32 Ford Roadsters from Dover, New Hampshire. The only thing added to this car recently is the supercharger. Otherwise, it remains just about the way it was built. TAC test. Trademark registered. Mallory. Edelbrock heads. Block for the steering box. Split wishbones. Cadillac hubcaps. Lincoln hubcaps. Cadillac hubcaps here. Some of these cars have fenders. When the cops let you know that no fenders, no drive. So you put the fenders on just to be able to drive it. Over here, we have this monstrosity grill. Someone's idea of beauty. One man's beauty. The Starlight Coupe. I think this one had a plexiglass sunroof. Again, channeled over the frame. Power antennas. Frenched in. Some type of console from the mid-60s, early 60s, maybe a Ford. 4-speed manual. Button tufted interior. Rough and ready car. Thick paint, a little checkered with age. Y-block Ford with 3 Strombergs, maybe? My knowledge of these older cars is pretty rough. Ford carburetors. Holly in the middle and Ford on the side. Can't tell you much about these cars, just what I read right here. The brothers intended to win the Buffalo Autorama. Here's how they did it. 15-year-old Bill Leslie drew this sketch ahead of the builds. Little wonder he went to become a successful architect. How like that? Knew exactly what he wanted. And there it is, right there. Some people have a certain skill, huh? 1964-65. Sale and service order. $1.50 fee for New York State inspection. Homemade coupe. 15-year-old Bill Leslie needed his mom to title it for him. This is Bill, Patricia, and Leslie. Buffalo, New York. Made some nice cars in Buffalo, New York. The tinted glass roof insert was fabricated for the top so occupants could view the night sky, hence the car's show name, Starlight Coupe. There it is. Untouched for 45 years. No, not even.
I'm
I'm here in Saratoga Springs to visit the Rolling Bones garage. It's garage night, and the Rolling Bones build these steel-bodied Brookville body, brand new body, sometimes on an old frame. They chop the top and they make them look aged, rusted, pitted. Flathead Ford-powered, sometimes a 283, maybe a 327, which came out in '62, kind of new for this era of hot rod. Anybody can make something look dirty. It takes an artist to make something look old. I won't read you the whole story. A little too much to read right now. This is a brand new paint job, if you can believe it. Aged to perfection. Tea bucket from California. I thought this was Right Coast rods. The Roadsters, Los Angeles since 1957. Small block Chevy, 3 2-barrel. South Bend, Indiana. Stromberg Carburetor Company, South Bend, Indiana. In the main display room, we've got 1923 Ford Model T Altered Roadster. Tachometer where it belongs, right in your line of sight. Flathead Grand Core, Chicago, Illinois. Philibrock intake with 3 carbs. Ronco Magneto. Maybe it's the same company that made the Pocket Fisherman. Ronco. Yeah, what kind of motor is this? I have to look it up. Is it a Cadillac motor? Kelly Christensen 32 Ford 3-window coupe. 37 Cadillac LaSalle gearbox. 1949 Pennsylvania registration. 68-year-old Bill Kelly, still living in his old suburban neighborhood. The car still existed after all those years. 49 Cadillac V8. First year for hydraulic lifters. Overhead valve Cadillac V8. Drag Star intake manifold by Wyand Drag Star. What an old, beautiful, authentic hot rod. Purple and black. This one looks a lot more modern. 32 Ford Roadster. Knockoff. Fake knockoffs. It's got lug nuts. Fitzy's Nomad Roadsters. Newton, Massachusetts, Newton, Connecticut. Drag racing, hill climbs, and car shows from 1955 to 2007. Wow. The Nomads. '36 Ford Roadster. Channeled over the frame, lift that floor up, drop the body over the frame, still sits real high. 5-window coupe. 32 Ford. Check your oil, sir. It's rusted.